Okay, going to give a quick description of what we've got going on right here. This is going to be our yard area right here. The pair of tracks you see going straight through is for continuous running. Going that direction there goes around the helix to climb to the second level. The track heading off to the left there goes around to the staging yards, which is going to be back over in this area. The yard coming down through here. Engine service right here.
Mix it whatever you want. Mix it thick. It gets cold and do some forming. That way you can mix it sloppy.
Operations is going to be as we leave the yard right here, or come off the helix to the tracks here. This trio of tracks right here.
Well, you know the way I look at it, you're here, he's not.
Continues on around through the debris field here. Eventually comes over here. This area right here is going to be a representation of Caldwell. Actually, from this area right here where this crossing is going this way is going to be the basic replication of Caldwell. Going to be, originally it was going to be set in the 50s, but it's going to be contemporary 50s to modern. Continuing that way, little black spots here is going to be a coal dump. This spur here is actually going to be for a lumber yard, and the lumber yard had a coal dump on it. Track next to it here, we're going to see about putting a stockyard right over here. The pair of tracks here, of course, as the main line goes that way. I'll get back to this in a moment. The diversion line here goes to a branch line. I'll get to that in a moment. Actually, Caldwell here is only a single track main line, but due to the setup of our operation, we'll have a double track main. This outside main here is actually going to be through here be a side track. Then the yard trackage right here. Caldwell passenger station is going to be right here. Got the old freight house that is no longer there, but that will be in here. Have another rail crossing here, and taking off here is the branch line. And again, we go through the debris field here. This is going to be a representation of the Wilder branch out of Caldwell. And of course it's going to parallel the mains right here. Got an industry going to be right back in here. Against that wall there, going to have kind of the false front here, the symbolic of the Simplot plant out here in Caldwell. Got a spur back off over here, a side track here, and then the branch will dead end right back here. And of course, this here is coming out of the yard. So the branch line here, the only access is off the main line over in Caldwell. So in essence, we'll have two separate operating rail lines right here, the branch line and the main lines. So running back around here. The double track will continue on this way, and as I mentioned, this is a diversion of a branch line right here. So the branch line has a small yard here, and the branch line will stay on a low level here under this pile of stuff here. The branch line continues on back here on the low level yet. It will divert here, go to a return loop right here, going through the tunnel here. There's the back way going, coming in from where I'm going to here. A narrow ridge here. But this area right here is going to be representative Burke, Idaho. Burke was a mining community up out of Coeur d'Alene. And the pictures I showed in a previous video here, the whole town of Burke here is squeezed into a canyon. And it is such a small canyon here, the hotel was built over the railroad tracks. Check the previous video for that info. Oh, the picture's there. And that diversion going into the tunnel comes back out over here. That end scale there supposedly is going to be a mining rail. It's just going to be a loop there. Now to get back off over here now, the main line, double track main line here, right here starts a climb. So we're going from a low level, we're going to be working our way to the upper level. And right back here, now this open area right here, there's a trestle. I've got pictures on, I'll probably end up including on this video. But it's going to be a double track S-curve trestle that's going to go between these points. And gotta get the scenery and all that in the back there done up before they can get the trestle in. It's a pretty big trestle. Like I said, I'm gonna include a picture of that in this video clip here. Anyway, continuing the climb. This bridge right here is the replicant of a bridge up on the Idaho Northern going up toward Cascade. But anyway, the main line will split. One goes behind the scene there, one in front. Tracks come together again here. It continues on up around the loop there. And back up here again through the snow shed, and it goes behind this wall here for a short distance, comes back out here. The main lines continue across the middle of this. Now this area right here is going to be a sawmill area, and it's going to have a skyline branch line coming out of it. Somebody's crazy idea to have a skyline for a third level, but anyway, this area here is going to be a sawmill area. Now, seeing right here, the skyline continues up to here, and it's apparently going to still keep climbing. Meanwhile, the main lines are coming through right here. Now the upper level here is still under construction. Haven't got anything started on that yet, but the track's going to be coming on around here. And right now we're above Caldwell again. And it continues on up over here. And from this point here, the through double track running lines will spiral down on the helix, back down to the low level again. Now there's a track from on the upper level as well as on the low level that will come back around over this way here and down to staging yards that will be coming right down underneath the saw here. One unique area going to be here is the Lewiston is the Port of Lewiston. Got the lift bridge and terminal, bulk, let's see, container terminal, all going to be set up down in this area here. And coming off the helix to the upper level here, the double main will continue off to the left there, diversion to the right here. We'll circle back around to the upper staging level, back this way. Now that track in the back there, like I said, goes to the staging yard, but that area between that track and the double through track there is possibly going to be a passenger terminal. That's still kind of in the works. So seeing as we don't have a whole lot of real estate to build anything big here, our trains are going to be somewhat limited. This is a general overview of what we got in the work so far. And of course, the idea behind the way the layout is set up here is so from the yard you can follow your train all the way around this way. By the time you get off over here, it goes back behind the wall and comes back out. You're following the train right back the way you just came. So it's not like you have to take and run around to catch up with the train on the other side of the layout here, because it runs one way and then you follow it back the way you just came. And likewise, by the time you get here, from the upper level here, spirals on down and you're running right back the other way again. Now, up against the wall there, you can see the where the track comes from the other side. Holes in the wall in the corner there, and then the other hole right here where it goes back out to the sawmill.